push some milk, please? Good milk.
Milk Mustache.
Podcast.
Milk. Gotta get milk. Milk!
I see you're drinking 1%. Is that because you think you're fat?
Could I trouble you for a glass of warm milk?
You can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Milk was a bad choice.
Welcome back to another beautiful episode of
Milk Mustache
the motherfucking podcast.
Let's go. Hand jobs for everybody. Yeah.
Call ICE.
We have 5,000 now for undocumented and illegal citizens. So Kike, watch that ass. Cause
And JR looks Cuban.
you do look Cuban.
We'll get $250 for him.
Yeah. Hey, okay. Hey, what the fuck do you mean, man? What the fuck do you mean, man? I'm fucking Cuban, man. So we have a guest today. The one, the only, the big but little homie, because he's younger. If MGK was born in the parking lot of an outlet mall and loved Sum 41, we have the man, the myth, the legend, and the porn star, Gringo, the motherfucking MC.
Let's go, baby. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Thank y'all.
Welcome.
Thank y'all.
I do want
Welcome.
to say, our second guest, borderline motherfucking celebrity on these streets, dude.
He's blowing up.
Boy.
dude.
Depends who you ask, dog. It depends.
1.5 million streams in a month.
Is that real?
Yeah, that is real. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I want you to say that. What was the number?
1.5 million in the last 30 days. Yeah.
One more.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I feel like I'm getting lucky, bro. I don't know what happened, if the algorithm made an accident or whatever, but it's working, man.
No, bro. The only thing that's lucky is us with your presence in those fucking sick-ass vans. Do
Thank
you like
bro.
to kick flip or heel flip more?
I could never really heel flip. I could kick flip.
Nice.
I used to skate to get around. All my homies skateboarded, and I would do it just to hang out with them, but I was never good at it, dog.
No.
Well, lucky for you, you're good at making raps.
Yeah,
There
I was
you go.
way better at that for
My
sure.
guy
Yeah.
is absolutely crushing. I can honestly say one of the only real friends I've made in this music shit. One
a
of
fake friend where your real friends
friends
at.
that.
Hey, I'm a Kendrick guy.
All right.
Me too, but
But seriously, one of the coolest fucking dudes that we've met
Absolutely.
through the rap scene. Very genuine, humble fella. And deserves everything that's coming your way. Very excited for you. Very proud of you.
Thank you,
May
bro.
I say nice?
Oh, just a nice dude.
kind. I try to be,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
I
you're a
try
very
to
like
be.
nice.
He's sweet.
He's warm.
He's wholesome.
Yeah.
Damn near adorable. JR?
Nah.
Adorable?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I catch you out tonight.
Okay, adorable it is then. Adorable it is.
See, like rapper T wouldn't say adorable. Podcast T is going to drop it with a capital A.
Rapper
spelled
T
with
like,
an E?
yeah, he cool.
He cool. Yeah. Hey, that's twinning them. Rapper T said that's twinning them.
I would say competition, but we all know.
Yeah, he wins, dude. Yeah. It's like he's in the Olympics and I'm in the Special Olympics.
No,
yeah,
hell
dude.
No. We've made great music together before
Today.
in fact. But before either of us had fucking anything going on, we were supporting each other from a distance, sharing each other's stuff, talked about working together for years, and it all came full circle. We ended up making some really cool songs. My number one stream song on my Spotify right now is Fast Life with Gringo the MC.
Let's
Fuck
go.
yeah.
So it's very, I think, wholesome again.
I think he's capitalizing off you, dude. You need to
That's
remove
it,
your
dude.
name from
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah,
dude.
dude, that's it, bro.
I wish everybody that I work with thought like that and would capitalize on it, because so many people just like, I don't know, you make a song with them and then they never just talk about it or anything. So I would rather you capitalize.
I'm capitalizing.
Bro. Keep pushing
brother.
it, bro.
I'm capitalizing, and I'm sharing that over and,
And
over
over
again.
and over again.
Every other 500,000 streams you get is 10 more reels with Fast Life.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, dog.
I
Let's
respect
go.
it. I
Make a
respect it.
bag, dude.
So how long have you been doing it for? Is it about 10 years?
No, like 10 years I've been like really like releasing music to all platforms and stuff, but I've been making music since I was probably like 11,
Right on.
12. When I was like 11 or 12, the guitar you see me playing on my videos, the black guitar, my dad got me that, and then yeah, I started writing songs before I even really knew like the chords or anything. I just
Right on.
like I wanted to write songs, and so yeah, it's just been to varying degrees since 11 or 12.
But
I'm
10
30
years
now.
of taking it serious.
Yeah. 10 years I've like really been trying to
Fuck
do
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Well, what's so funny is I tell him all the time, I go, it takes 10 years.
Yeah,
Takes
they
10
say
years.
that. They say that about
takes 10 years.
any
Comedy,
trade. Yeah.
fucking music,
Art.
porn.
Yeah.
Takes 10 years.
Especially some
10 inches.
Yeah.
or 10 inches. If you got 10 inches, you could bypass like at least 8 of them years.
It's a fucking fast pass to the front of the line for the roller coaster, bud.
Yeah,
What about
bro.
3?
You.
It's gonna take you 15 years.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh man.
No, but yeah, no, it's dude. Can I ask you this? Were you a Sum 41 guy, or did I just freestyle?
No, I never. I mean, what was their big song? What?
Fat Lip.
See, no, not really. No. I really liked. I came up with like the MySpace era, so I was really into like Mayday Parade and shit like that. I was really in like my first favorite artist was Never Shout Never. You know who that is?
No.
He goes by Christopher Drew, and he was like a super straight edge like emo hair flippy dude, and then he went off the rails and did like
Coke.
hard drugs for like 5-6 years, and then now he's like, I don't know, he's like a born again Christian or something. But anyways, he was like my first favorite artist, and he's also the first big artist I opened for. And
No shit.
yeah, he's pretty legit. He got pretty famous and shit after I opened for him, but he got pretty famous.
You were the reason. You were
I don't
the
want to say it,
sole
but
reason, dude.
I did open for him for a crowd of 60 people in Columbus, Nebraska. So I mean,
that
kind of
changed.
put him on.
They call that roots.
Yeah.
You really got him in there. But you said emo music. Were you into like screamo and shit?
Yeah.
Under Oath?
I like them a little bit.
Okay.
I like more like underground bands. So the town I'm from is like less than 30,000 people.
Right
So
on.
we would get concerts from like touring MySpace bands that were like kind of big but not really, and that ended up being a lot of the shit that I listened to. Like
Fuck yeah.
there was a band called Write This Down. There was another band called For Today. They got kind of big, but just kind of like underground screamo type shit. It's like the same
Right.
type of music as Under Oath, just not
Right.
quite as successful
Gotcha.
commercially.
Fuck yeah. You ever been to Warped Tour?
No, it didn't come to Nebraska, bro.
Dude, those vans are telling me that you were a regular.
I was
Dude.
talking to my girl about it because she said she went when she was a kid, and I was so jealous because when I was a kid, I'd see the video. Oh my god, I would have given a fucking nut to go to Warped Tour.
Warped
But
Tour was the first time I hit a woman.
no
First time you
shit.
hit a woman?
Yeah, first time.
It was the start of a marathon. How about my boy's been going at it.
Never stopped.
Ask his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, black eye over here. She got a thing or two to say on that, dude.
Or she doesn't.
Yeah. Goddamn right, dude.
That's cool though. So when you opened up for them, was it you rap? It was rap music?
No, I was making like indie music, like
shit.
singing like really bad indie songs.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
they sucked, you know. But yeah, I don't even remember any of the songs. I covered a lot of Never Shout Never songs, and I covered songs a lot.
Fuck
and
yeah.
then that's kind of what led me into rap. Is I used to cover Sweetest Girl by Wyclef Jean.
Nice.
And that was the only song that I could play like around people my own age, and they gave a fuck about it because rap was what was popular with all
Right.
my friends. And then I realized, I was like, yo, what if I just started rapping, and then more people will probably care. And I liked rap myself at the time, so that's kind of what got me into rapping.
Fuck yeah.
No, but those
That's dope.
roots, they go a long way.
And they come back. They
Yeah,
come
like
back.
like what you're doing now. My favorite shit. Obviously, my favorite song by Gringo is called "All Seeing Eye."
Yeah, hell
I have
yeah.
fucked many a people to that record.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love that song. Well, first off, me and my ex used to jam. Now I'm coming down 5'9". Is that Heaven?
Heaven, yeah,
Heaven.
yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's do it.
Okay,
It's like
damn,
I just
okay.
want to fuck you first.
yeah.
Hey, how does it go though? Give me the hook. Like, give me a quick rundown of the hook. It's such a good record.
I've been through some things that make it hella hard to trust you. Ask me why I'm tripping because
Bitch, I think I love you.
baby fuck me up, pour another drink, then feed me drugs. Cause I know when everything go wrong, girl, you the only one I run to. I run to. Heaven is a place on earth.
Yeah.
Banger.
I just
Right?
want
Banger, right?
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
had another one. Shout out my ex. Face down, ass up, right? What was it?
It was called Face Down. I don't remember that one as well.
But that was-
Shorty, you a dime piece, real,
real
bad.
fine. Yeah,
I
yeah.
fuck her like she ain't
Ain't
shit.
shit.
I feel bad. Yeah,
Yeah, fucking fire. So I did have that, but All Seeing Eye was my jam. That's how I really got into gringo shit. And again, we were cool at this point. And then I started like diving in. I was like, oh, this dude fucks.
Right.
Like, this dude fucks. And then All Seeing Eye came along, and I was like, all right, I jam it every day in the gym and while I jack off. And then we got to the newer, more guitar influenced gringo with Beverly Spent Time.
Yeah, that was the first song on the guitar.
500,000 streams. We talked about it earlier. Congrats. But yeah, I think those, dude, can I give him a hand job from here? I think that those roots came back. Like, I was a big Blink-182 fan. Like, I never would have had the song called Hustle Town with Zero the Crooked if I didn't like Blink-182.
But that's a crazy fusion of influences. To put Zero on a song influenced by Blink, that's nuts.
Yeah,
bro.
it's literally
ahead of its time, to be honest.
It's just funny because the songwriting shit came from me being such a Blink-182 guy.
100%.
And like hearing that is like so dope because I feel like the best rappers were influenced or still jam like outside of that genre. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's not, like, the best rappers to me aren't rappers that only jam rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody that I look up to has all these influences. So, yeah, that totally makes sense.
And I do want to say,
Like,
I believe you when you say you fucked beautiful women to their songs. But I also believe...
Beautiful people.
Thank you. Right before you came, you leaned in, you go, I know this guy.
Oh, man.
He's my friend. Yeah. Dude, Dub told me earlier, so I used to sing a song to Dub to annoy him while he was working, doing graphic design, doing editing, and it was a little bit of a indie emo vibe. It was like, Jason, you are my fucking best friend. You make me feel better. You make me feel better. And I would sing it to him until he got so annoyed that he would sing it back. I'd say, if you sing it back one time, I'll quit annoying you. I'll let you get back to work. Usually it would take about 10 goes, and then finally you'd give me one back. And you told me today that you spanked the monkey, choked the chicken.
Post-nut clarity.
Post-nut clarity, you beat the meat.
So I...
And what happened right after? Jason. You heard it in your head. Hey, dude, I'm not going fucking anywhere, brother.
You know what's beautiful about it?
This is for life.
I literally was like, I am his best friend. Wouldn't say the same.
Dude, I'm going to say, he's not mine. I'm going to say this. You hated that, and at one point, and many points in our friendship, you'd go, dude, it's not funny. The fact that all these years later,
Right.
that you busted a nut and then thought about it, commit to the bit, dude. Commit to the bit.
I would, but you posted it today.
Yeah.
It's not like it's out of fucking thin air that I was just like, well,
Yeah.
remember that one time?
But the fact that happened all these years later,
It's catchy.
It does.
Unlike
tickle my
your
pickle.
songs, it was catchy, dude.
It does tickle
Which
my
is
pickle.
crazy. Your bit stuck in my head.
Yeah, but my music.
You said hustle what?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, Gringo, we're happy to fucking have you here.
Happy to be here.
So yeah, let's talk. Obviously, we started talking about your background in the music shit, but now let's talk about the future, if you don't mind.
Can I just go back to the past just for a second?
Yeah, please.
Where'd you get the name?
Just
Oh.
growing up, believe it or not, bro, there's a lot of Mexican people where I'm from. In northeast Nebraska, it's a small city, but when I was real young, this meatpacking plant and where I'm from, they got in trouble because they were like going to Mexico and bringing up people illegally and then paying them like $2.50 an hour.
That's how we got Nolo.
But
how we got Nolo.
that's how we got a lot of great people. But but so you know, they would bring all these people up, but then these people would bring their families up, and their families would start business, and it just they
Right.
integrated, you know. And so a lot of Mexican people where I'm from, and I like to smoke weed and get homemade tattoos when I was a kid, so it's like that's the crowd that I kind of fell in with. And then
Hell yeah.
somebody told me what gringo meant, and I just kind of ran with it. And like I have friends like my friend Simri, man, I would go stay at his house, and his mom like only speaks Spanish, and she'd hear him call me gringo, and she'd go off on him like, why are you calling your friends that, blah, pendejo, what, you know, whatever,
Right.
like just going off on him. But I don't know, it just stuck from there. And then I've thought about changing it so many times. Like a few years ago, this producer tried to sign me, and he tried to get me to change my name to Goat Blood. It's a
He's
whole-
like, no, that's the band I grew up listening to, but that's not who my...
Oh, you were on MySpace?
Yeah.
In all fairness, Goat Blood was my idea, but he was like, no, that needs to be your name. And I'm glad I didn't do that. I mean, it worked out. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, Kike the whole time is like, why do we keep calling him white?
Yeah.
I'm mad right now.
Kike's jealous.
Yeah.
He's like, I wish I was white.
He's like, gringa, maybe.
Yeah.
Would you say your name was Gringuito?
Pinche jotito.
It's future for the man.
Yeah,
Dude,
this one's gonna be quick because I don't fucking know, dog.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm here for it.
Great response, right?
no, well, okay, well, it's more like this, right? Like, so the money's gonna come if it hasn't already, and not gonna get in your pockets. But we had a little talk, my boy, making a.
How much do you make?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
It's better than it was 3 months ago.
It's
Fuck,
better
I'll
than
tell
it
you.
was, right? That's,
Good man.
that's all.
3 months ago, the first of the month would come, and I'd be like, "All right, guys, $150 features. Who wants them?"
Yeah.
What's
You know?
up, man?
Hey, I saw the post.
Yeah. No,
I nearly got one.
It's like that's been going on for years, dude. No, but it's like, okay, so for me, it's like part of your niche, part of your, I don't want to say get up or gimmick, right? But like part of your brand is dressing very casual. Today you really step the fuck out.
I really did.
I don't know if
wore-
you're going to the Met Gala in those Vans, but yeah, lift it up for the cam. Look at those
They're
things.
trippy
dude.
too. They're trippy.
Dude,
They're
those things are screaming. My heart's on my sleeve.
like when you go into when you get really drunk at a party and you go in the bathroom and you like stare at yourself in the mirror. That's like the vibe these shoes.
Oh,
give me,
nice.
but-
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they're like trippy. I don't know.
But like a part of your whole thing and your whole brand is dressing very casual. You usually wear one white Air Force and one black Air Force.
that's about the only thing that's intentional.
Okay.
The rest of it is like you kind of dress poor, but I just do that, bro.
I do want to say Hanes owes you some money.
Yeah.
Oh, the white tees. And actually, shout out to my dad. He's passed away, but when he was alive, everybody gave him shit because every day all he wore was a pair of Levi blue jeans. I don't remember which style, but it was the same style every day and a plain white T-shirt. That's
Amen.
That's his swag.
Was he black?
No, but he
Noah laugh. Thank you.
But my dad he got in a lot of trouble when he was young and kind of grew up in boys' homes, like group homes and shit like that. Went to an all-black high school, got into like NWA and shit like that at a young age, and later passed that on to me. So you were close.
Close.
He was kind of
PK,
black.
what does NWA stand for?
Could you tell us?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna say, be careful how you answer this one. I'm sitting right here.
But,
buddy.
but no, I'm just curious. Like right now, you're still the Walmart güero. Is that gonna change? Like you get a bag, are you gonna be like all of a sudden just like dripped out and fucking all
I don't
Saints
know
and
about
Supreme?
dripped out, but like this whole time I've been poor dressing how I do. Like I do see shit sometimes where I'm like, if I had more money, I'd buy that right now. You know, like it's like a $60 T-shirt, and I'm like, it's really not that bad. I just don't make enough to justify buying this right now. You know, so
Respect.
I do think I'll probably wear a little bit cooler stuff, but I don't ever want to go like
Right.
fucking fashion.
yeah, like I might get like a little tiny chain if I get a bunch of money,
But
but I'm never gonna see a big. You're never gonna see like a big. Piece
You're not gonna
or
be
nothing.
ASAP Jockey.
Yeah, right,
Right.
right. Yeah.
For sure. Well, dude, and like this reminds me of something. We're very raw and vulnerable on here, right? So, Gringo, I hope you don't
I'm with
mind
it.
bringing
Yeah, I'm
this
with
up.
it.
And if I do say so, you don't like, we can cut it later.
No, yeah.
Timestamp. But I remember one point you were like, you told me, you're like, dude, you always look cool. Like you dress
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And you're like, I got a note in my phone on like how to look cool.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
Because I would study the same way like we were talking, you said about the content and consistency and shit. I do the same shit with other artists I see. Like I'm like, okay, because especially at that time I was very focused on like I need to make my image better. And everybody would tell me, oh, all you're missing is the image, you know? So I look at I'm like, who around me like dresses cool or looks cool on stage and shit. And you were definitely one of the first people that popped into my mind at that
That's
time.
wild.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's all take a moment.
Whoa.
And
Let's
remember-
dial that.
Nah, bro,
Let's take a
dial
moment.
that in,
Let's
man.
take a moment and
we had-
remember that he came up on small MySpace bands. So,
I'm in a town with 19,000 people.
I'm like, damn, T2's so fucking cool.
Yeah, yo.
That's the flyest guy I know.
but no, we did a show together and we opened for like I think maybe Devin the Dude or something. And I remember when you went out on stage, you like had the beginning of your set. I think you sat on a stool and you had the mic up and like you had the long hair and shit. And I was like, damn, this is a fucking. They had the smoke going, the lights all low. I was like, that looks fucking tight. Like that's what I want it to look like when I go on stage. Or you know what I mean?
You said gay weird, but
That just sounded
all
like
the dudes freaking out in the crowd. I was like, they were like, yeah, man,
this dude's hot. No, but yeah, no, like and I just remember that, you know, speaking about image and shit.
where
but-
was that? Safe House?
Yeah,
yeah.
Fucking Jet Lounge.
Yeah, you had Lion King playing on the
Yeah.
projector. I remember it.
No, we that's cool. No, I do appreciate it. But no, I just remember that was like important, and I feel like soon you're gonna be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a firm believer Gringo's going like national level. Like I do. Like
I
I
agree.
I truly we've talked about it for years. I told him earlier at the stew that we like look at him as the standard of like consistency and content. And you
Absolutely.
and you told me like, yo, you're gonna keep doing music. You gotta fucking do that, or else you're wasting your fucking
Right.
time. Right. So I was just thinking like now that it's gonna shift, like what shifts with Gringo? Because the part of the reason that I've always fucked with you, and I think a lot of the fans do, is you're very relatable. The beauty of it is nobody can make the type of songs that you make, but you look like one of the homies who's gonna go to the bar with them on Saturday.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Exactly. I think you're tapping into something subconsciously.
I do. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Because
And I think
none
you
of this
do
is
know-
intentional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm sorry, but
No, you're good. I think you do know a little bit, but like I said, I think like what he was saying, it's like people look at you and go, "Oh fuck yeah, I could do that." Not because you're not
right.
talented,
No, yeah.
from the image, right?
But because it's not unattainable, it's not like I'm in a Bentley and wearing a
Right.
$4,000 outfit. Because then it's like,
Right.
then it feels like I could never fucking do that.
right.
But
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
a lot of the artists do. Like I know Moneybagg Yo, there's this huge clip with him on the Breakfast Club saying he used to wear all the fake jewelry, like shit ton. I mean, dude, they like popped up a clip of it, just like 10 chains, watches, bracelets. Excuse me, I just White Claw burped. Water buffalo. And he fucking was like, yeah, I mean, there was a part of the image like I wanted to sell myself as somebody who was not reachable. Right?
Right.
And that's what his brand was. Whereas
Right.
Gringo's, I think, and mine for like a big part of my shit was very much like, oh, that's a dude I'll smoke weed with, you know?
Right.
So it's I was just curious, you know, like what's next once the bread comes, the inevitable fucking French loaf that's headed
Yeah.
your way, my
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And I hope it feeds into what you want.
Yeah.
Don't lose the authenticity.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
what you have. If I had to put you down as one word, you're a very authentic guy, and I meant that, you know, at the beginning of this, not to get too. But you're a very kind, nice guy, right? And you know what? You know what really shows that a little bit is all the people that make videos of your music.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you can tell, like those people see something in you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And if all of a sudden you're wearing fucking 10 chains and jumping out,
100%.
missing the point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, I do worry in the opposite sense sometimes. I'm like, you know, I make all my music just about fucking being poor, and I'm very honest with it. But I do wonder sometimes, like, if you do get rich, like, what are you going to write about? Are you going to lose that? You know, and I'm sure I will, I guess, but I just need to dig deep. I heard somebody talking a couple days ago, and they were saying, oh, Russ just made a Facebook status. And I'm not like the biggest Russ fan, but I respect a lot of what he says. And he said, he's like, don't take advantage of like that broke struggling stage because the bigger you get, the less relatable you're naturally going to be to people.
100%.
And the deeper you have to dig to find something that y'all share in common.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, and I do worry about that, but I don't know, bro. Like, to me right now, all this shit is super easy. And it wasn't easy to get here. It was fucking 15 years of being a fucking loser who everybody's like, look at this you know, but
Yeah.
But-
still rapping, eh?
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
the little rap thing
Yeah,
going? Yeah,
yeah.
you know, that's the typical.
Yeah.
But now we're here and it's so easy, bro. I don't spend more than 10 minutes making a video. I don't spend more than 2 hours making a song. I barely mix the songs. I mix the people who I mix records for. I work way harder on their music than I do on my own. It's just fucking not just you, but anybody, because if somebody's, especially if they're paying me for the service, then I'm like, I feel obligated to
Right.
give them my all, you know.
Right.
But
Well, one of the things that we talked about today too as well, but that I truly feel like one of my biggest fuck ups was because I'm not leaving music, right? But I do want to segue and not
Boo.
quit. But is that you learned how to record yourself, you learned how to make beats, you learned how to mix to a certain level.
Self-sufficient.
That's what I told you.
Yeah.
You're very self-sufficient and self-sustainable, and it allows you to do content and volume. As to where most people like me who don't do that, you have to rely on an engineer, a studio, the budget for studio time, then the budget for mixing and mastering, just to get one song. Right. So like when you do it,
that you might not even like by the time all that
exactly
gets done.
right.
Yeah,
and to where, and that's where like the one piece of advice that when people DM me, because they still do, and I don't know why, but they still DM me like, yo, you have any advice? Like, how do I get started? I love this one song by you. It's called Fast Life with Gringo. The only song I like with you.
Anything new coming with Gringo soon?
But my one piece of advice would be like, be self-sufficient, because I feel like if I had done that when I was 22 and really dialed in, it would be a lot easier now to just pump out the content. Whereas
100%.
where I have to call Gringo when I have like 3 songs written, I'm like, yo, man, like, can you record me on this day so I can get these out? So
And he goes 150.
yeah, you want a feature too? It's almost the first of the month. Yeah,
I'll do payments.
yeah. Give me 175. I'll do 2 songs with you, dog.
But it was really just all out of necessity, bro. And like I said, I grew up in a town of less than 30,000 people. There was no recording studio. Like I got a Dell laptop for Christmas from my mom, and I took it everywhere in town. And all my homies who thought they could rap, I recorded them all, and I did, and I sucked at it. But what I'm saying is, like, if I grew up in Houston, I probably never would have learned that, because I would have went and found somebody who could do it way better than me.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so it was
and
just,
that's what I always said is like, yo, Track and Bruce and John and these people are going to be.
Why would I learn
Why
how to
would
do
I
it?
do it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I need to
yeah.
focus on the songwriting, and I think as time progressed, it became very noticeable that in the entertainment industry, period, not just music, but like comedy, TikTokers, and all. They're just doing it on their phone, right? Like, just do it at the crib. And so it's turned into that, whereas quality of, like, the footage, that doesn't matter if you shoot on a red cam or your phone. If you put out the footage a lot, people are, and they like it, it's just going to go.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So that would be the one piece of advice that I would give.
Well,
and I think that I really
advice,
respect how good you are at all of those things. And I know that didn't come easy.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was slow. It was just, even like with the way I make my videos now and stuff, like I spent years trying to make my own music videos, and they all sucked. And even still today, I couldn't make you a very good music video, but just that little bit of skill that I did pick up helps me when I go to make TikToks and
100%.
stuff like that.
Everything feeds into another.
Right.
And I will say, when you do hit that upper right, and you're like, man, you know, how can I talk about being broke? You know, 3 words. I remember when. Rap the same shit.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck
I used
yeah.
to work with T too, dude. Those are dark days.
I got much darker times to talk about. Than that.
Shout out.
Hey, timestamp.
We're bleeping that. We're bleeping the name.
I don't want him to come tell me about how I should stop my smoking of cigarettes.
Yeah, the 19 years in prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so and you can stop me here, but relationship? Do you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
It's okay.
So I just don't hear you talk about it.
No,
often.
yeah, no, I don't be like, mostly because people are weird and shit. But shit, my girl Shelby, she always with me. If you've been to a show before, you probably met her.
Absolutely.
She doesn't go to all of them, but the ones where it makes sense, she does, and she helps a lot running the merch table and just with whatever needs done. She's
Have I met her?
You have. She's the one who ran my merch in Omaha.
Dude,
and
she's
Kansas
cool as
City.
shit.
You
probably
helped her out a lot.
You were probably
actually.
so busy that it's just like boom.
And
but-
she really fucks with you, dog. Like, after both of those shows, she's like, I really like him. He was really fucking cool to me.
No,
we
give her my
gave her
number.
a- Hey, Doug.
Send her the video T2 posted today 30 pounds ago. She's gonna be real impressed, dude. No, but like I think
No, she was at that girl that we gave a table to.
Yeah. Both nights, I think. Yeah,
Roger
yeah.
Dodger.
So everybody that I've met that's at the level that you're at and that you're starting to reach now, I met them when they were already there, or all the people in music that I fuck with were at our level where you were 6 months ago, where I'm still at.
Right.
Where it's like we teeter with that big break, but never really got it. You're now breaking through. But it's interesting. I look at it as interesting as like, I know Shelby. I think she's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
She fucked with my music before I even fucking
Yep.
knew
And-
her.
and yeah, when I first met her, she already had a couple songs of yours on the playlist.
She's a
yeah.
fucking real one. I told you, we said we were gonna do a hangout night soon with him and his girl, or with him. I was like, his girl's cool. She'll
Just
go.
say it, not
yeah.
them.
Not the minority, not the minority mafia. All right, they're not
Well,
invited.
because apparently you're like a Michelin star chef or something. That's
Nope.
what I hear.
Yeah, he's good, right, boys? I mean, Dub.
That shit
Yes,
is mid.
sir. Mid.
That shit is cool. I mean,
But do you think that she is at all intimidated by the attention? And like, I bring this up, and I fucking love Shelby. Like, I'm a fan. And I think she's like, you guys make such a good team. I see her all the time when we work. But like, because I've only ever met people who are already there or nowhere near. Like, how is a girl who's there during that feel about it?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, it's got- I mean,
the
like-
attention. Is there
yeah.
intimidation?
They of course, like, you know, and like if your girl was a supermodel or whatever and was out on stages, it's fucking weird, you
Yeah.
know. And then girls are weird towards her. Like, I have female fans sometimes who just like in front of her, like at a show or some shit, and they're just like she don't care if a girl's like a groupie, essentially. Like, shit, that doesn't bother her. But like sometimes girls are just like catty and weird, and will say slick shit to her or about her, and I'm just like, you know that's my girl. Like, I don't like you know. So girls do get weird about that shit, and that shit does bother her from time to time, but I think in like the bigger picture, she handles it very well. But she's also been around a long time.
That's
like,
what I say, bro.
when I first met her, like, I was a fucking demon, dog. So like, this is a walk in the park for
Yeah.
her. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
you were also poor.
For
You know
sure,
what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
it's like,
No, for sure.
No, I always think about J. Cole's line where he was like, I used to not be able to buy you Happy Meals. Now I'm buying everything. How you feel? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I was just interested if that's something that like y'all have talked about recently, or like, does that play a role? Is it affecting the relationship at all? Just because what you've done in the past couple months is like astounding. You know, and she who was there when you were getting, 150 streams
Right, yeah.
compared to 1.5 million, like, what does that look like? Because I've had, obviously, my ex, she used to stop coming to the shows because it would bother her when I had a line of 10 people coming to take a picture.
Yeah.
Because of how people act weird in person.
Yeah,
I do like
they
you said
do,
people,
yeah.
like there was a couple of gays.
Yeah.
in there.
But
Like,
no, I
both
was-
genders act weird in person. Let's be
No, but
honest.
I've always said this, right? Like, at a show, especially like a good one where there's a big crowd and you really rock it, women who would never look your fucking way
Yeah.
are all of a sudden, there's something captivating about a guy who just gets off stage.
Yeah.
There just is,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
there's that at a bar the next night in the same city, if you were sitting at the bar and you're like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, probably wouldn't give you the time
Stop
of
talking to me. Creep.
Yeah, wouldn't give you the time of day.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm just curious. 'cause
I know
y'all-
that part of it.
Yeah. But no, you guys seem very like solid and grounded, and I was just curious if it's something that's like been brought up in conversation
Right.
recently.
I mean, I don't know about super recently, but it's come up and we talk about it, but like, we're also so deep into it, and like, even though like my internet buzz and shit is all pretty recent, like, it's always been like, I'll go back to my hometown and like it'd be like groupies, like full on group, like, like even I had maybe 2,000 monthly listeners, and it would still be like girls being weird and like trying to fuck me and shit. But
So she's seasoned.
yeah, exactly.
Shelby has
yeah.
practice.
Yeah,
right on.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Well,
and she knows how I view it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
threesomes.
Like, I try, bro. I try.
She knows how I view it. Trey Way.
She's not that understanding.
But no, shout out to her because she's a fucking real one. I actually told Dub, because we usually do a meal after the pod. We can't do it tonight. So he was like, yo, let's do a night soon where we bring him. And I was like, yeah, we should bring his girl too, because I think your girl and your girl would get along. And I'll bring, somebody.
And I think
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
I think I text back. I go. Then bring her too. Black fist emoji.
Yeah, that's exactly what you
Yeah,
what
power
you
to
did.
people. On that same subject, craziest fan interaction.
There's probably a couple. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna not say it, and then 3 hours from now be
like,
I should have
fuck.
said this.
Damn it.
There was one girl who there's like fake pages of me on TikTok, and then they message people in like Bob's and Vagine vibes, and there was one, and he messaged
Hold on,
this
hold on,
girl.
hold on,
What the fuck is?
You don't know what I'm saying? Bob's and Vagine.
Bob's and Vagine. No.
It's like what the Indian profile pictures comment under really hot girls posts on Facebook. Oh, send Bob's and Vagine.
Wait, it's like Bob's.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome, send your Bob's and Vagine.
Send Bob's and Vagine. So this dude, I don't even know. I don't think he was Indian. I don't know what he was, but he wasn't. English wasn't his first language. It was apparent by the way he typed and
It
shit.
was Kike.
And so he started messaging this girl, and she thought it was me. And then she's like messaging me, and she's like, "I know you're hiding in my bushes," and like somebody's hiding in my bushes yelling at me. I'm like, "It's not me, dude." Anyway, so that's weird.
And this was an in-person interaction?
No.
Okay,
This
so
was online. I'm trying
online,
to think.
okay.
What's the probably worst one in person? I don't know.
Well,
bro.
while you think on it, can I say mine because it's fucking
Yeah, go
good.
ahead. Yeah.
And it just reminded me, we're in Florida for the tour with Cuckoo Magoo, and some dude's like, "I'm gonna get your name tattooed on me," right? And when you get a tattoo with lettering, right, you usually do it facing the consumer, the other person, the guest, the like you're gonna be able to
The
read
viewer, yeah.
the viewer, right?
He got his here.
Yeah.
facing up.
On his puke patch. But right, so we sign. I take a Sharpie and I write T2 on his arm, and I don't know why, because I wrote it the right way. Because if I'm looking at his arm,
It'd be this way.
it's gonna be the right way it's supposed to be tattooed.
Right.
He leaves. 2 hours later, he comes back and it's flipped, and he's fucking facing
Him.
It's not even your signature anymore.
I was
They-
like, wait,
Right.
so I don't even know. Okay, I lied. I wrote it on a piece of paper.
You're like,
I wrote
who
it
the
on a
fuck
piece
is
of paper.
2T?
I wrote it on a piece of paper. All right? Yeah.
Fuck is
But dude, he comes back. He comes back, and my really brilliant merch guy, my fucking genius of a friend, the guy comes back. He's like, "Yo, look at the fucking tat, man! I got your name tattooed on me." And my boy goes, "Dude, I think that's facing the wrong fucking way."
Oh, no.
And now there's like a group of fans who are taking pictures with me and lined up, and they're bringing me drinks and shots, and we're all having a good time, and I'm riffing, making everybody laugh. And so this guy comes in like super excited in front of everybody. Look at the tattoo. My boy calls him out, and then everybody's like, gets quiet.
Oh,
And then
shot
somebody's
shot that gay guy down,
Dude, but somebody goes, he goes, "Man, you fucked that up, huh?"
Oh.
I'm like, "No, dude, I feel so bad." And then the next day he messages me on Instagram, and like I check my requests,
Right.
and I see, and then I go see, and he posted it, and he has a whole post about how he got the tattoo the wrong way, but he's
Aw.
still a fan for life. But then he was like, "Hey man, is there any way like I could get some money or some merch?" I was like, "What?" Like, dude. And I was like, "Yo," I felt really bad for the guy, but I was like, "Nah, man, you really fucking can't, dude."
Yeah.
But yeah, that for me, out of all of them, and there's been some weird ones. We had the guy who acted like me backstage.
That was
What?
incredible.
Oh yeah, some guy was there with a merch shirt on. We didn't even make this merch. He had a T2 shirt on. And they
On the tour?
No. This was
Oh,
years before.
okay.
But we're backstage at a show in San Antonio, and he's back there, and they're like, "Everybody clear. If you're not with the artist, get out. If you are not a part of the band, the DJ, or the manager, leave." Right? So
And he's like this.
yeah, they clear the whole thing. So I had my own green room, or like my own corner of a green room. And it's like Dove, me, and J-Lo, and Z, right? It's like my best friends in inner circle. And then there's just a random fucking guy. We've talked about this on the pod before, but there's this random guy, and he has a T2 shirt on, and he's just like this. Like Bob in his head, no music's playing at this point. He's just sitting there, and I'm like looking at
He's
him.
listening to Hustletown.
And he's listening all-seeing eye. But he's standing there, I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Sup?" And I was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm T2." I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean?" He's like, "The artist." You know?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you fucking
And
lying.
I was like, "What do you mean? I'm T2?" And he's like, "Nah." And I'm like, "Nah, bro." And he's like, "Ah."
Got me.
Yeah, he's like, and I'm like, "Right on." So probably, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here." And he just fucking walks. But it was the fucking weirdest thing.
Dude, the wild party was skinny.
Yeah. You weren't fooling anybody, dude.
That's crazy. No, I don't think I've ever had anything that crazy, man. Fuck. That's
Wait until your
nuts.
next show. I'm showing up as you.
Oh shit, that would be awesome. Shit.
Just get the Vans, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Lose 40 pounds.
Fuck yeah.
dude.
No, fuck. You might shit. I got a little belly on me right now, man. I'm trying to lose it.
Yeah, you should see these love handles.
Brother. Whoa.
Yeah, I know you've seen him.
Yeah.
I get it.
We've gone swimming together.
Yeah, but I wore my shirt.
Oh shit. Okay,
Oh yeah,
okay.
Dub doesn't take his shirt off at the pool. Are
Okay.
you comfortable enough to take your shirt
Oh,
off?
I always take it.
Just fuck it, right?
I feel more comfortable with my shirt on, especially because like I'm very hairy. So if I wear like a white shirt, then it's just like you could just see it's a hairy fat guy under there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Austin Powers ass.
Yeah, it's like drowning a cat in a bag.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
It's like I know what's in there. Fucking body screaming to get out. Yeah, it's really funny.
Okay, give me, and again, if you ain't got it, let me know. But the most like, think of like old school lyrics, right? And you're like, I can't believe I said that. Do you have one that just like comes to
I
mind?
gotta have some. Like one of my first songs ever was called "Pimps Just Aren't an Act." And
Beautiful. How old were you when this song came out?
13, 14.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I think it was literally the first, because like I said, I was playing the guitar, making like indie songs and shit, but I really wasn't even I was recording through like a $15 mic that was made for like, I don't fucking know. Like,
Early podcasting.
not even.
Yeah.
This was like a Windows 99 mic or some shit,
Got
you
you.
know?
Fuck yeah.
And
It
yeah.
sat on your head like this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. And it was like everybody's acting like there's some sort of badass. My back alley's filled with homeless men and broken glass, hookers, not stray cats, pimps just aren't an act. So that was a pretty cringy song. That was,
I'm not gonna lie. Bars.
pretty-
hey. Bars.
but that's why like I see new people start and they're like they suck, and I know they suck, but I'm like I'm not gonna tear you down, bro, because like I don't know what you're gonna be in a year, 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like, you
I feel
know?
like you have the mantra, so to speak, is like be brave enough to suck at something.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
that, like that's kind of like in your head a little bit.
That's like my personality.
Yeah,
Well, that's like us with
Be
podcasting.
brave enough to suck at everything.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? 10 years takes time.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, I got another song.
The boner song.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's a T2 story.
www.
Come on, man.
All right, dude, stop fucking blowing this.
You ready?
We got merch.
We have merch.
We have man boobs. I mean merch. We got clothes. We got the drip that no towel could dry off, baby. If you go to milkmustachepodcast.com, you can help Dub get out of debt.
Please.
You can help Dub get out of depression, and you can help Dub show his parents and his wife that he's not an idiot for investing in such a group of, gay degenerates. So please, check out our merch. If you don't like it, put your thumb where it hurts, but look at it first. Dub, where can we find that?
You're gonna find that marvelous, milky, marvelous,
Sorry.
milky merch at www.milkmustachepodcast.com.
So we're going to...
Suck it! www.milkmustachepodcast.com. All right, let's try it one more time.
Yeah, okay. So, boner story. Me and Gringo are... I don't really think we're friends at this point, but we're definitely like showing love from afar.
We had like met.
Yeah, we had met, and like I told you, I think you're dope. You were like, bro, you're fucking super dope. You like your visuals. I was like, bro, your songwriting. We
He's
had been
I'll
like,
suck you off.
yeah, but we had been talking about doing a song together at this point. Still hadn't done one. And the reason why this story's so good is because when you sent me the DM, it was April 1st.
Beautiful.
Okay, it was April 1st.
Unintentional.
And he sends me this fucking song. And he's like, yo, I think I got one for us, bro. And then the song is like called Boner. I'm
Fucking
pretty
right
sure.
it is.
And like in the hook, he's talking about like a girl dealing with his boner.
The premise of the song is today I woke up with a boner. Where were you?
Yeah.
That's
okay?
like yeah.
Bars.
Okay. But I'm there, and this is before I was like okay with like being funny and making fun of myself. Rap era for T2.
Right.
So third person. So
Who's smoking weed?
Kike.
What's Can I hit that hoe?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt,
You
bro.
fucking
I tried to do it
motherfucker.
nonchalant, but
Hey, Kike, remember how he asked, can I hit the
you said upstairs at school.
Yeah, not for him. Hey.
I'll hold on to this.
Oh,
That was me, though.
WP.
That was me.
Yeah,
That was me.
WP. You got your
problem, brother.
card. Right behind your ID is your white privilege card. But yeah, no, it's just it was. So I play the song. I'm like boner, and I play it, and it's literally that. It's like I woke up with a boner.
Where were you?
And at this point, I'm like, and I've heard your other songs that are not funny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is kind of funny. And then I'm like, yo, is this an April Fool's joke? And then I had this whole fucking like anxiety breakdown.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know if he's kidding or not, and I do want to make a song with this fucking
I was
guy.
playing psychological games.
Oh, it was psychological fucking warfare, dude. And I was losing. Because I was like, yo, because I didn't know how to respond, and I'm with my ex, and I'm like, and I play it for her, and she's like, I mean, it's kind of catchy, but the boner thing, huh? And I'm like, yeah, dude. And so, like, I probably sat there for an hour and played it over and over, and I'm like, dude, is he fucking with me or not, bro?
Right.
So then I wrote out like 10 different responses, and at the end of it, I just left him on red. And I was like, there's no...
I'm like, this fool is tripping.
But I was like, I just didn't know because it was April Fool's. I was like, is this a joke? Because he, like, at this time, I really liked his music, and I hadn't heard anything like that graphic, but it kind of seemed funny because it was a boner song, and it's April Fool's. So maybe if it was May 1st, I would have been like, I don't know if this one's for me.
Yeah.
But because it was fucking April 1st, I was like, is this going to be like a screenshotted fucking exchange?
You trying to get me right
And
now?
I had a whole fucking meltdown, and then got a boner. So that's the.
It'd be really funny if you started writing a verse. My pussy's wet.
That's what you should have did.
Yeah.
Poopity scoop me.
Yeah.
Oopity scoopity poopity. But yeah,
This one's a banger.
Yeah, so that's the
And then me, bro, I was like 21 at the time. I guarantee you I wrote that shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, T2 would sound hard on this.
no, like hard.
Yeah.
Like real fucking hard on this one. Rock hard.
I need the veiniest verse you've ever written.
Gringo's like, I'll send it to my gay friend.
Yeah.
He'll love it.
Come with that fire on this one, dude.
No, the song came out and it went nowhere.
Yeah.
Nah.
So,
Hey man, you're better than that.
yeah, apparently, shit.
Nah, but we ended up making some fucking cool songs. We have one of the songs is a fucking certified hit. Flames was fucking dope. Fast Life is dope. And my favorite song, Look Back. Is that all the songs we've done?
Four, yeah.
We're 4 now?
What about Boner the remix?
Acoustic version.
It's called Whiskey Dick.
That's kind of hard.
That is kinda
I used to play a venue in Sioux City, Iowa called Whiskey Dicks. It was
that's a fucking cool venue name.
yeah.
It was just dudes.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
The bartender, she worked there.
Yeah.
Fuck
She
yeah.
was a lesbian.
She was a virgin.
For good reason.
Yeah.
Speaking of virgins, Kike?
Yes.
Oh, don't.
Oh no.
What you got, Dub? I know we're rounding out here.
Well,
Time-wise.
I do want to say we finally have a musician in the
Yeah.
studio. So,
Fuck me, dude.
Grimy.
Grind, dirty little sausage.
I want to get your thoughts. Will Smith's new track.
Oh my.
Oh, Pretty Girls? I don't like it. I didn't think it was good. And then my homie a couple days ago, he's like, man, check this out. They put it over a different beat and it goes so hard. And I was like, this is worse than the first one.
Yeah.
Like it's not my thing. I think Will Smith should just like
act.
Yeah, I mean, I liked his old music. Get Jiggy With It was a fucking banger,
Miami?
bro.
Buddy,
yeah.
Men in Black.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We all knew that dance, right, boys?
No,
Thank you.
I like Will Smith, but this new shit, I just feel like he's like, it's just like giving
It's
midlife
mad.
crisis.
Yeah, I was about to say it's mad midlife crisis.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard him freestyling today too. Oh
No,
my god.
it's
no.
the worst. I don't know who's worse to listen to rap, Will Smith or The Rock.
I thought you were gonna say you.
You know what?
You know, dude.
You know what it is with Will Smith? He still hasn't recovered from the whole Jada Pinkett
Nope.
situation.
Nope.
For sure.
And like,
Don't
it
touch
sucks
me.
because his whole career before that was like goated.
Yeah.
Right.
And then his wife is caught in an entanglement, and he's like, "Well, how can I fucking?"
And then he
try
crashes
and-
out over it.
Crash
which
bad.
made him
Bad.
look worse.
No
Yeah.
insurance, dude. Like,
Yup.
crash that shit.
Yep.
Dude, it's so funny because
On one of the most beloved people in all of entertainment.
I was about to say,
facts.
yeah.
Chris
Rock
White
was
is
not the
coolest
one to
guy.
slap.
Like, dude, I watch Down to Earth every time I jerk off. Like, I love Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He's the fucking man. And I feel like I still use the reference of, oh man, that song slaps like Will Smith did Chris Rock, because it was so like, that is such a cultural
Iconic. Yeah.
iconic event in the past, like in the 2020s.
What pissed me off is I watch the Oscars every year. Skipped it that year.
Oh shit.
True story.
Well, the
dude.
host was
black.
Yeah. JR, get him.
Busted.
I'm honestly so surprised I'm even in this podcast
Yeah.
at all, to be honest.
Well, you're not black with that shirt on. You look like your name should be Daniel.
The crazy part is like we chilled a little.
It is fresh.
We chilled a little bit before this shit started, and there was more black jokes. It's not just for the cameras, like it's
No,
for the
it's-
black jokes.
Yeah.
yeah. I've
No, because
noticed that.
racism is funny if it's not fucking real.
Yeah.
And then when it gets real, I'm like, oh, that's fucked, man. Those are racist jokes. Racist jokes.
I mean, all jokes aside, we're deporting the wrong people.
Oh, fuck me.
Fair.
The Asians. We got to get rid of the Asians, dude.
God, that
Oh,
was...
that hurt your feelings, Kike. Shut up.
My booty tingle a little bit.
You're what?
My booty tingle a little bit.
Did it?
Yes, I thought you were gonna say Mexican.
Hey,
bro.
Kike, no more weed before the podcast.
Yeah, dude. What happened?
What is wrong with you?
What
Don't listen to
happened?
them, Kike. I appreciate
Cooks,
you,
bro.
Bro,
He's just throwing out the most random. My booty tingles.
2
I
shots
be
is
funny.
too many.
Okay, speaking of black folk, do you participate?
Yeah, I used to tell my girl, I was like, when they used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I used to tell them black, bro, and that is true, bro. Like when I was a kid, I had a neighbor, and he wasn't even black. He was Native American, but he was like very up on like just like culture, and he put me on to T.I. and Afro Man and all the rap music, and they used to wear do-rags, and I got a do-rag from, and I was like a 9-year-old white kid living with my grandma wearing a do-rag, and my
Respect.
sweet grandma like never said a word about it. It's like normal for her, and I'm like, this is what I'm doing now, grandma. You
Yeah,
know what
back
I mean?
up.
So I would say, yeah, I dabble.
So you're saying you use the A?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
use. I don't use that word.
Nah, use the R.
Never? Never.
When I'm singing along to something in my car, when I was younger, I did say it occasionally, like around my black friends. It wasn't like it was like normal.
It wasn't
to me.
like at a clan meeting.
Right, but the older that I got, the more I'm just like, look, man, if I can avoid saying it and it avoids making an entire massive group of people uncomfortable or hate me or whatever, then I'll respect y'all's wishes. You know,
I respect
Like,
that.
It's such a massive amount of people who would be offended by it that I'm like, I don't need to use it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but you could probably dig up some Facebook posts of me when I was like 17 or something saying it. Like, I'm not proud of it, but
Right.
like, I did what I did. It was fucking.
Respect.
But was it okay? But here's my thing: was it ever about black people? No, right? It's
No,
like, you're
no.
talking about like your.
I was doing it like fucking with my black friends.
That's
and
what I'm
shit,
saying. But
you know
like,
what I mean?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. That's what I say like about gay jokes too. Is like I might drop a word that rhymes with Haggett, or bag, but I've never said it about someone who's actually homosexual. I say it's about like you, who has like a wife and kid. Well, you're borderline.
Stop it.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I feel the same way as like in Houston. It's a culture thing. Like we grew up saying it. I didn't know
No, that
it was,
shit's gay. No,
But but like I'm talking about the N word though. Like
Oh.
I like
You was still talking.
Jesus. Gee, tell me you'll never live in Montrose without telling me you'll never live in Montrose, cuz.
You currently live right near Montrose.
Oh yeah, I really do. Hey, shout out. Hey, we ain't talking about that, cuz. But
you're right. Yeah. It's
but like I would never like dude growing up like I would call J-Lo, who's the opposite of black. I'd be like, oh, that's my ride or die day one.
Right.
And then, but it would be like I don't think I've ever used it like, oh, that group of N-words, like, 'cause
Yeah.
that's when it's not cool.
Right.
Most
You know?
white people that I know that use the N-word, most, not all, but most have more respect and appreciation for black people and black culture than anybody I know. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They're like fucking
Dying
balls,
to be a part of
balls
it.
deep in that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I also get how it comes off as disrespectful, and so that's why I'm just like, I don't need to.
Same.
You
like,
know what I
as I
mean?
get older, it's definitely changed. Where it's like, I mean, I don't think I've ever said it in a song, and like, I mean, you remember me when I was younger compared to now. Like, I try to avoid it at all costs because of if I can, the massive amount of people, yes, but even if there's just one person that's gonna be uncomfortable, yeah, I want to avoid that too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even if there's one dude in the room who doesn't know me, doesn't know how I grew up, doesn't know my culture, doesn't.
Nah,
know
if it's one, then fuck that guy, bro. For real, bro.
We're
If
driving
it's only
hard,
one, like, yeah, no, not hard. That's crazy, but you need like at least 13.
capital hard R.
Oh,
you put the
fuck.
R in boner and
Nigger.
oh, there he is. JR's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He also goes bowling every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So is he allowed to say it?
Barely.
Barely. POP.
Capital B. In
Capital
barely.
B.
Oh,
Okay, so the guitar's there.
Yeah. You want me to play some?
Just grab it.
All right.
I don't want you to play anything.
Nice.
I was gonna say, did you tune it?
Can you tune it for me? I don't know how to play.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
This was your elaborate plan, was to get me to tune your guitar?
before you do that, can you go ahead and throw me that vape, cuz?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Dub's like, the first of the month is coming up. Gringo might just be popping. Let me see if I can get a little $25
He's
in
like,
for
yo, I
this
got
tune real
150 for
quick.
you. Nolo is literally stroking his cock in the corner.
There might be a electric tuner on the side. It might not have a battery. Damn, boy's going by ear, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Now, can you play Boner?
I don't know the chords. I wouldn't even know
Dude,
where
if
to
you
start.
busted it out right now, I would come.
Something's, hold on.
You remember it though, huh?
Who wouldn't?
Somebody with erectile dysfunction.
No, they remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. No, I wouldn't know that song, man. I wouldn't know that one. I don't know if I'm supposed to use the mic or not because the guitar's not mic, but
No, I think right now there's something else that's coming because there's no way he.
No,
just...
no. The joke was I wanted him to tune my guitar.
Oh, nice. I'm like waiting. I'm waiting for spent time.
But
or...
it's actually a really nice guitar.
It's a very nice guitar.
I was about to say, dude, let's bust out Look Back right now, dude. Stop
Hold
playing
on.
with me.
Hold on.
I don't remember the chorus to that. Hold on, I could probably figure it out real quick. Hold
Nah,
on.
No,
He's
no,
like,
no,
yeah,
no.
nothing with T2. We're focused on Gringo.
No, I'm down. Shit,
No,
It's a
no,
good,
no.
it's a good record.
If you could.
I know,
If
we're
you
going to
could.
listen to it during dinner.
Keep it light. Keep it easy. Write a song about me.
Write a song about Dub. All right.
Hell yeah. KK, if you got a lighter, please.
Shout out Dub. He the baddest motherfucker in the club. Shout out Dub. We don't give a fuck what it is or what it was. Shout out Dub.
Dub.
I don't know. Hold on.
No,
That was great.
Shout out, Dub. Hey, Gringo, just so you know, I have a new song to annoy my best friend with, and it's called Shout Out Dub. He's the baddest motherfucker in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it pulled up?
Shout out, Dub.
Okay, now. Got something you got to listen to.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh!
And by the way.
Turn off the lights and hit the strobes. I know what's coming.
And by the way, we might be lyrical geniuses together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
You made this? You made this?
This might be a little piece by me.
Hit him, Jay.
Classic beat choice.
I put on.
Thank you.
I used to cover this
Hey,
song
rock,
at my
boys.
first shows.
Gotta rock with that. Almost like a, yeah. Okay. Who is it? The baddest motherfucker in the club.
Weighing 320 pounds.
Triple chin. He's uncomfortable right now.
No way.
Show me some.
Hey.
The synchronicity is crazy.
What? Come get some. Talk to him, Jay.
Come on.
Woo!
We get high. Ain't that right, KK?
Yes,
So
sir.
All right, cut it. That's
I
too
love
much. That's
this.
too much.
I love this.
Round of fucking applause.
I love that.
If you have a fucking drink, Shot for J-Dub in the fucking club, baby.
And you're right, dude. Our songwriting styles kind of go well together. They were very similar.
Synchronicity.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta
synchronicity,
say,
yeah,
dude.
bro.
They say great minds think alike, and so do gay ones.
All right, play my song "Boner."
Featuring T2.
We just nail it. It's a fucking smash.
T2's like, I don't know what the fuck Gringo was on. That was weird.
He's like, yo, this song. He's like, this is incredible, boys. Like, seriously, this is fucking incredible.
Wish I'd have thought of this.
Yeah, I'll charge you $150 for the feature.
Oh, shit, man.
Well, that's a great way to wrap it up. Thank you to my guy.
Hold on, yeah.
job,
Before
man.
we go, Big Gringo. Also, I sent you some money on Cash App. Your last name is a fucking tongue twister. Don't say it, but it's a good one.
Okay.
You know, I feel like maybe you.
Yeah, it is crazy.
German?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very World War II. Probably the captain of the.
It's okay. I got Jew in my blood, too. I'm a little bit Jewish, according to my grandma.
She also let you wear do-rags, dude. So we can't trust her word for shit, dude.
She was like, it's okay. You're mixed.
They've all been oppressed, baby. You're okay, and you're over here.
For real, dog. For real.
Gringo, before we go, what you got? You got Best Kept Secret 2? You got some shows? Like, bless us.
Yeah,
Bless us.
plug your shit.
Plug your shit.
Best Kept Secret 2 coming soon.
Featuring T2.
Yeah, T2's on that motherfucker. A bunch of singles will be dropped in the meantime. Oxford, Ohio, August 9th for Slapfest with Lil White, Big Smo, Big Poe, John Widowmaker, and more. Norfolk, Nebraska, August 23rd, free show. Well, not free, but pay what you want. So if you don't want to pay, then it's free. And I love y'all, man. Shout out to Milk Mustache. If you didn't know, I actually produced the theme song for Milk Mustache. I'm very proud of it.
Boom! He
And,
fucking did. Bro, and don't forget about Boner coming out
Yeah.
on July 4th. Because that song represents freedom.
Yeah, Boner. And shout out to guys, man. Y'all have been dope as
The
fuck.
Minority Mafia!
Let's go, Eminem. And yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Check out all the new music coming out.
Well, to say thank you to you, got a little something for you.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Condoms.
Let's go. Hold on.
What you got? What you got? Stay milky, baby!
The Milk Preem. Let's go.
Yeah, the
man.
Milk
I fuck
Preem.
with that. I fuck with that. Tough. I'm gonna wear that shit in a bunch of videos. Thank you.
Fuck
bro.
yeah, dude.
That's $40.
It's like you can send Cash App, Venmo. Motherfucking Gringo the MC, thank you so fucking much for being here.
Thank you.
One of the most talented dudes we know. Way more talented than J-Dub.
Thank
And-
you.
And let me tell you, his boner is a sight for sore eyes, baby.
Woo.
Let's go. Milk Mustache the pod. Kike, close us out. That's Milk Mustache. Beer!